desegregation. That's what people want to choose. Empty the public schools. I don't want to send my kid there. I want to send my kid somewhere where I think they're going to have a chance and do something with their life, which shuts down the public schools. But it also, it forces the people, this is how you're going to know who's who. If at this point you haven't taken advantage of the opportunity to send your kid to a better school and you would rather leave them in this private school, they know these are the damned kids. These are the kids whose future is probably going to be fucked up. These are the parents who don't care, the parents that's super poor. We can specifically target these people now, because these are all bad apples most likely. And the parents who really care or is in a position to do something, has done something for the kids and pull them out of there. And now you have an opportunity to send your kids to a better school. What are you going to do? What are you going to choose? So it's more to this whole reform. It's not just this, by the way, but it's a lot to think about, because now if you're trying to force critical race theory, just like it will help black kids, to understand this stuff, white kids as well. But at least now, the white kids can say, or parents can say for their kids, I don't want to send my kid to that school. I want him to go to another school. And just because now, pay attention more than ever, I've seen this in Philadelphia, you have, the economy it hit hard. It's crazy. So you have so many white kids in the hood now. And if you're from Philly, you understand, 52nd up there by Malcolm X Park, you see it's a lot of white people moved in around there. It's usually like, what are you doing here? It's like, yo, you crazy. And they're there now. And it's like, whoa, where the hell they come from? And they're there and they're in the Chinese store and it's what the hell? But this is what happened. Economy dropped. The relationship was better. And then white people like, what? I can live here for how much? For a fraction of what they used to paying out in the burbs. So to them, it's worth the risk. And they're like, fuck it. But they got to send their kids to those schools. And then now it's like, oh, now my kid's learning about this. And then we live in this area. It's a problem. But a lot of them have the means to send their kids to a better school. And now, not just them, but everybody's going to have the opportunity to. So, under Biden, you see what's happening. Economy is fucked. Makes more sense to bring in somebody who had the economy doing well with Trump, and they got to justify that and make room for it. And we'll see how it goes. But to do that, this is what today is important and why it's important. It's the first step. Republicans need to win today. Plain and simple. They need to win big. They need to win big so they can control the House. They need to control the Senate. And this is how you can explain how, Trump gets back in and, all hell breaks loose once again. But this was clear as day plan that you could see, just paying attention how this stuff is going to go and, what's going to happen. But, yeah, I tell people, I've talked about this for years about, how I feel about elections. And, if you want to go vote, I'm not encouraging anybody to not go vote. If you want to go vote, go and vote. In fact, I encourage you to go vote because then you'll see the same shit. You're going to go vote because you feel like you want to make a difference, that your vote's going to count and you have a say so in what happens in this country. But we know that's bullshit. Most people are going to go vote so they can go post it on the gram and say, hey, I voted with a button and shit like that. But I mean, like I said, we had a black president for 8 years, 2-term president. Come on, y'all. If we had a brother in the White House for 2 terms and he ain't passed shit specifically for black people. And I seen that bullshit interview with Charlemagne and them, Breakfast Club or what have you with Obama when they asked him, how do you feel about, black people saying you did enough for black people? And you heard his bullshit ass excuse. Well, I did a lot of black people. And, black people, we did this and this got raised and this it was a bunch of bullshit. He didn't do nothing specifically for black people like he did specifically for the LGBTQ, whatever community. And then you have Biden, who specifically did stuff for the Asians. I mean, like we brush it under the table. And this dude literally passed laws to protect them when we haven't gotten protection yet. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't think people realize how big that was, what he did. That first sign of trouble for them, boom, protection, law. And it's like, what? Nothing. We don't get shit. Look what we had this whole fucking riots and all this shit that happened. I mean, we go back to Rodney King, all the stuff that's been happening. We've been through for years. Slavery. What? We get nothing. And if we didn't get nothing under Obama, and then now Biden, come on. But like I said, this stuff is going to change. As I said, it's just something to think about. But you got to pay attention because this is like what's happening, so they can shift in new things, without us understanding. But it's the same stuff every election year, every year. Whenever it's election, whenever it's something big like this, it's the same stuff. It's not hard. You don't even have to pay attention. I couldn't even tell you who all the candidates is. I know Herschel Walker is running for something in Georgia. I don't know. But as soon as you watch CNN one time and you hear what they're talking about back and forth, listen to the rhetoric, you understand, you can see the agenda clear as day. You can see what they want to do. And then you just pay attention to key words, education reform and, school choice reform and just the economy and them harping on the economy. This is big because, we ain't fixed that shit with China. We know what's going on with that. And, stuff is touchy right now because, you can't bring Trump in. Yo, this is crazy. You can't bring Trump back when he had such a issue with foreign relations, especially when we dealing with this, economic problem now. And yeah, America-wise, he's cool with the economy, but our problem is import export. We have a problem with China. This dude done made jokes and yo, this is gonna be crazy. Trump get back in there, yeah, pay attention, man, because I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how we gonna fix this issue. So I feel like he's going to say something to do something that's just going to piss China off or piss some people off, and it's going to screw us economically even more. So I don't know, but I don't see how people think this is a good thing for global economy. U.S. economy, yeah, we'll see, but they're talking about numbers like 2008, worse than 2008. See what stock market is tanking. It's problems, man. And this is exactly what I said before. Go back and look at my videos. I told y'all this has to happen. It's going to happen. It has to go down like this. So out with Biden and in with whoever. Who knows? To me, it's going to be Trump again. And it would make sense, looking at things and the direction that it's headed in. But if you pay attention, you're seeing, a lot of these schools go up. And a lot of people are ahead of the game. It's one of the things that first set me off to understand that this was going to happen, with this school choice reform thing that I seen schools popping up. Not just that, if probably in your city as well, they have this free, online schooling now to where you can send your kid to school for free online. They'll send them books and a laptop and everything. And they're doing that now because then we're getting ready to have this whole digital switch. And I said this before when COVID was going on, that this is going to be something that they keep, because it's good for some parents, especially ones with you got 9 or 10-year-olds or whatever, who's okay, stay at home 8 hours. They responsible enough to feed themselves and, stay in class or what have you. It's cool. But, they want to do something that's going to kind of take away from the homeschooling, to combat the homeschooling. And this is one of the things, because you can get your kid the education on that level to get, to pass the school board stuff and everything like that. But at the same time, you can still homeschool. But it's going to be convenient for a lot of people. But I see this huge exodus away from public schools, especially in the Black community, because that shit's going to start trending, And it's already was memes and jokes when it was going on with COVID, and people just, people moms walking past the computer, and like robes and just towels and stuff on funny stuff while kids in class. But it's going to be convenient. It's going to be probably better. It's going to be probably some more perks to it. And, a lot of people was like, well, when the kid go to school, that's my free time. Get them the fuck out of here. Or, I got to go to work. They got those hats down and say, fuck them kids. Shirts too. It's hilarious. But some people, they want the kid to be home. And it's convenient for some people. But you have those kids that get bullied or live in really bad neighborhoods and their parents terrified to send them to public school. And, that's the help for them. And then it's really more to appeal towards the Section 8, moms, the SNAP or food stamp assistant moms. And it's millions of them. It's a bunch of black people who a lot of these, they don't got no job. These girls don't be having jobs because they're getting benefits. So to keep their benefits, they don't go to work, or if they go to work, they work under the table. So for them, they're already home anyway. So if they don't got to get up and take their kid to school or whatever, worry about that shit. Kid can just be home and go to school. You have that as well. But like I said, I see an exodus away from the public school system. It's been too many problems. It's costing too much money. And then people typically go with anything that's going to save us money or, tax money. So this whole school choice thing is probably going to be huge. But election, it's here once again. We got more coming, of course. And like I said, a lot of people had asked me about this, and I'm telling you, get out there, go and vote. So you want to feel like you did something, go vote and feel like you did something, because like I said, to me, what's going to happen is going to happen. I mean, like I said, just common sense. Like we can't get this right. How long it's been? You do what's best for the people. How hard is it to figure that out? But it's always an excuse to keep fucking us over every year. It's common sense to do for the people. We got the money. We have the resources. What's the problem? The problem is they don't want to. And it's the same thing. You got to give us a reason and explain why you can't this term. And it's like, enough's enough. In any other situation, the person is fired or sent out. Look at freaking Indianapolis Colts. For anybody that's Indy fans, I'm sorry. But Frank Reich, he's gone. I think he was a good coach. Not just because he was, coach for my Eagles. But I think he knew what he was doing. I think, he just picked two bad quarterbacks. But in football and sports, what happens? Coach ain't doing good. Team ain't doing good. He got to go. He's gone. And you're fired. You mean to tell me that you have sports executives and, you have a whole sports system that's more intelligent than our political system to understand and see that this guy is a problem. He's not good for the team. He's not good for the country. He's not good for the people. He got to go. Why can't we do that? Oh, impeachment is crazy. Can't impeach. And they're talking about impeaching Biden ass too. Just for leaving those people in Afghanistan or Iraq or what have you when all that shit went down. That was crazy. But he's more than that. He might be in trouble, but I doubt it. But so it don't make sense. Like I said, it don't make sense that we can have all these problems and we can't question shit. We can't really get our politicians to do what we need them to do. That's going to benefit the people. They're not doing what's going to benefit the people. They're doing what benefits the corporation. And that's clear as day, for the simple fact that we have a thing called lobbyists, which is the biggest crock of shit ever to me. And it's just like, how do we let that slide? Lobbyists. We have people that can lobby with politicians for the benefit of their corporations or corporation they represent over the people. So forget that we need this parking lot area to build a new school. Nope, this guy want to put a freaking Walgreens there. So we're going to give it to him because he paid me under the table. But you don't need to know about that. I mean, it's crazy. It's just telling you how corrupt the system is. And it's not for the people, it's for the corporation. But that's another story. But to believe that after all this time, they certainly going to get it right. And we're going to go and vote. And then everything's going to be all right. And then tomorrow I'm going to be able to go to work and have a raise and make more money. When you're not. To me, as a person that has to work in this economy, what you should be focused on is how much more money am I going to get? what's going to benefit me and my family that you're going to do specifically that I can see immediately, you know? And yeah, people was hype about stimulus money until they did their taxes and realized they had to pay that shit back. I mean, yeah, people was going crazy over the PPP and all that until they realized they had to pay that shit back. A lot of people. But it's the same thing, just, different year, but more deeper this time because this is important for, what's to come. And, everybody thought we was done with Trump and like, it's like, well, wait a minute. This is supposed to happen with Trump. Trump's supposed to do this. But, like I said, this is why Biden had to come in because of the war and because we need somebody to blame this spiral for the economy on. And let's just blame it on this senile, old president who we elected supposedly off the strength of Obama because everybody wish we could reelect Obama for some reason. And, yeah, it is what it is. But, yeah, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch. Hey, if you live in a state that got the lottery, play that shit. It's like a lot of money right now. Play the lotto. People always ask me, should I play the lotto? Play it. I know a lot of people that won, not crazy money, but won some money. You have a lot of stuff going on. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on right now. And, the economy is crazy. I mean, look at the price of Hot Pockets. If you eat Hot Pockets, damn, it's like $1 something, like $4 now. Stuff is going up and people getting pissed. We had fuel prices go up, but food is going up like crazy. It's a problem. Yeah, so people pissed, because Hot Pockets is all that. And, yeah, but yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to watch. Make sure you guys, grab, Ancient Religion Volume 2. Check it out. Appreciate everybody that supports, who's not complaining about stupid shit. Like, I'm not supposed to make no money. I'm supposed to just like sit here. Like, I'm the richest man in the world. Like, because I'm a YouTuber, I'm a billionaire. All of a sudden, I'm not supposed to make no money or, have money or sell shit. Shit is crazy. But I appreciate everybody who supports and continues to support. I took time off for, like I said, my dad passed and a lot of personal shit. Appreciate everybody sending me the emails and stuck with the support. Of course, I was coming back. It's a lot going on, a lot coming up. So yeah, make sure you guys take advantage of the sale as well. And I appreciate everybody that supports. And yeah, see you next video.